Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7FM.com. This is your Z107.7 Local News for Saturday, February 14th, 2026. Happy Valentine's Day, and that's to everybody, from those who celebrate to those who loathe to hear those three words. And hey, I feel you. Valentine's Day can be a load of emotions in a lot of different ways, depending on where you are on the whole love spectrum. But with your permission, we're going to focus on the four-letter word that Valentine's Day is centered around. That's L-O-V-E, love. And who doesn't love a 3-day weekend? Monday is President's Day, which grants free entry into national parks across America. And here in the desert, Joshua Tree National Park is expected to be extra busy all weekend. The new West Gate is open through Joshua Tree, which should help eliminate the backups that usually occur during the busy times. But it's always less busy at the entrance in 29 Palms. And getting into the park early is your best bet to avoid any line and consider some of the less popular spots in the vast national park if attractions like Skull Rock is lined up with folks looking to get that perfect Instagram shot. However you get into the park, though, you should plan on being hungry when you're coming out of it, because the Love Your Park Food and Drink Tour has returned with a pretty nice way to support local businesses in Joshua Tree National Park. The fundraiser works like this. There's a Love Your Park menu available at joshuatree.org. And if you order that special item, a portion of those proceeds will go to the Joshua Tree National Park Association. They're the official nonprofit partner of our neighboring national park, and they support projects and programming inside of it. The participating restaurants span the basin and include Casuela's Cafe, Frontier Cafe, Ground Squirrel, Maso Menos, Pappy and Harriet's, Rocky's Pizza, Roadrunner Grab and Go, Spaghetti Western, The Copper Room, The Tiny Pony Tavern, 29 Palms Beer Company, and 29 Palms Inn. And with a list like that, it's pretty hard not to find a place you don't already love to go to, but maybe you'll find a new favorite spot as well. Either way, check out the menu at the Joshua Tree National Park Association's website. That's available at joshuatree.org. The event runs through Sunday. I love the variety of homes here in the high desert, and a stroll through any neighborhood will reveal an entire range of architectural styles and unique properties. And this Sunday, 4 homes will be opening their doors for Reach Out Morongo Basin's annual Parade of Homes fundraiser, and open house chaser Jeff Harmatz promises to be walking through each one.
When it comes to houses, I'm a known looky-loo. I love to see what's up, what's down, and even sneak a peek when it's appropriate. I'll always stop for an open house, even though I'm not in the market, and I absolutely love Reach Out Morongo Basin's annual Parade of Homes fundraiser. This is my opportunity to poke around in the interesting homes of exciting local figures. Z107.7's Gary Digneau and Hillary Sloan have opened their homes in previous years, and the 2026 lineup features one home that's almost impossible to miss. Patrick Hassan's Rainbow Land is a visually popping property on the north side of 29 Palms Highway in Joshua Tree. It's literally just painted like a rainbow. It's really cool. Hassan was a guest on the Z107.7 Up Close show, where he talked about his inspiration to transform the single-family home into Rainbow Land.
You've transformed it into a gallery of sorts, but it really is become an attraction.
It has. The home has an interesting history. When I first bought the house, I wasn't aware that there had been like a murder there a couple years earlier, which I learned about later on. But I immediately was like, okay, I got to change the mojo.
And of course, all of the funds raised from this event will go toward Reach Out Morongo Basin. On that same episode of the Z107.7 Up Close show, Reach Out Executive Director Robin Schlosser described all the work that her organization does with that money raised.
Our primary purpose is to provide services for seniors and the disabled. We help with home workers, personal business assistants. We do chore, yard work, things like that. We had a big program where we were doing fall prevention and fall education, installing grab bars and wheelchair ramps and walk-in showers when we had a funding from the county. We run the 29 Palms Senior Center. And then, of course, our biggest program is our transportation. We do rides to local doctor's appointments. We do grocery shopping, post office, bank errands, and we do runs down the hill 5 days a week.
Tickets are on sale now. They are available at the California Welcome Center, Yucca Valley Chamber of Commerce, Visit 29 in the Desert Trail, Reach Out Morongo Basin offices, and at any home on the day of the tour. That's tomorrow, all day. For more information about the event, maps, and directions, visit a link in this story at z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
It's also Modernism Week down the hill in Palm Springs, and those who love the mid-century design style can learn more about the work of 2 California designers that helped define it. The feeling of being in love is different for everybody, and artists have been trying to express those feelings through their art since the first cave person drew on a cave wall. I bet they love that drawing. If this Valentine's Day is evoking emotions that only art can soothe, you're in luck because the second Saturday Art Walk is happening tonight right here in Joshua Tree, and reporter and raconteur Gabriel Hart has the rundown.
Coyote Little hosts their Galentine show with Rose Kefalou, renowned for her alternative photography transfers of Joshua Tree National Park, fiber artist Claire Case, mixed media photographer Aliyah Rafiq, and tailor of Stray Ceramics, known for edgy clay creations. Coyote Little is also relaunching Dirge magazine, and to commemorate, there will be a special art collaboration between Dirge editor Renee Asher Pickup and legendary Joshua Tree drag performer Lady Shalane, complemented by tongue-in-cheek works from Aaliyah Bone. Opening reception from 5 to 9 p.m. in the Art Queen complex with delicious food from Much Ado. There will be live music on the Art Queen stage from Charlie Mountain, Jet Dread Stone, and Stage Fright, whose tune, Another Wonder Valley Song, you are hearing right now. La Matadora Gallery presents Transient Nature, curated by Aaron Courier. This show explores the beauty of impermanence and the power of presence, unfolding as a poetic meditation on love, change, and the cycles that shape both the natural world and the human heart. Inspired by the Buddhist concept of impermanence and the continuous presence, Transient Nature invites viewers to reflect on the quiet ways love persists through transformation. Hey There Project presents a solo show from Spanish painter and ceramic artist Nacho Eterno. Inspired by the essence of primitive folk art, architecture, and nature, uncovering a wealth of symbols and metaphors weaved into his work. Opening reception from 6 to 9 p.m. Finally, Juniper Arts will be hosting their group show opening from 5 to 8 p.m. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
The High Desert Artist Gallery in Yucca Valley is hosting a documentary screening on designer Jack Rogers Hopkins, who is a master furniture maker, ceramicist, jeweler, and painter. There'll be a Q&A afterward with a book signing for a newly reissued volume on the designer that was co-authored by the filmmaker Katie Nartanis. The 30-minute doc screens this Sunday at 3 p.m. Tickets are $10 at the door or $5 for HDA members. The gallery is located at 55635 29 Palms Highway. A second designer will be featured next Sunday. You can learn more about it at hi-desertartist.com. Loving yourself is the most important step in building any relationship. And is there a more important relationship than the one that we have with our health? It's possible these questions and more can be answered this Sunday at a holistic health fair in the historic plaza in 29 Palms. And with more, here's Heelan Heather Clisby.
Hosted by the Friends of the Historic Plaza, the Holistic Health Fair event will feature an opening prayer and drum ceremony, sound baths, sound healing sessions, guided yoga and breath work, aura photography, crystal and wellness-focused film screenings, and more from local and visiting vendors. The event is completely free and child and pet friendly. The organizers say they want to encourage guests to engage with wellness in a way that feels accessible, grounded, and personal. The event is happening at the Historic Plaza at Adobe and 2 Mile Road in 29 Palms on Sunday, February 15th from noon to 5 p.m. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
And finally, who doesn't love a good bargain? The Landers Open Air Flea Market returns to the Moose Lodge this Sunday from 9 a.m. to 12. The open air market will have their usual mix of local vendors and sellers selling their homemade and handcrafted goods, or maybe just some goodies they're clearing out from the closet or garage. Have a wander around to see what your friends and neighbors are selling, and if you love a good decluttering session, then come on down and sell in one of the vendor spaces. It's free, but the spaces are limited to first come, first served. Setup begins at 7 a.m. The Moose Lodge is located out at 58266 Ricci Road. That's out in luxurious Landers, California. And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News team, I'm radio lover Robert Hayden.